Well, it's been a long time, and as you can see, it's my birthday again on my channel. We've come a long ways, but we're still moving forward. Thank you all for all your love and support you always give. Thank you again for always being there and watching and viewing my videos and leaving me such wonderful comments. I do appreciate it. I know by a lot of channels these still are not big numbers, but for my channel these are pretty big, and I'm very happy that I have found so many wonderful people that appreciate what I do. I made a lot of mistakes and caused things not to move fast enough. Now, what I started as is a gardening and a fairy gardening channel. That's what I first started at. And years, no interest at all on my fairy gardens. I would get maybe 5-10 views, maybe get 1 or 2 comments. Now, as you can see, my views are way up. Not big like a lot of channels, so I'm not even saying I'm a big channel. I'm not. But for me, where I came from, this is a lot of views. And I want to show you how many comments I got. This video got 185 views, and I had 52 thumbs up, and I had 85 comments. Oh my gosh, that is a lot compared to what I had. I used to have terrible views on my fairy gardens. Oh my gosh, I could not believe how bad they were. And it made me very sad because I did stay in there for years working on my fairy gardens. Then I moved over to gardening. And my gardening videos, I would get maybe a couple more than my fairy gardens, but really still not a lot of views. And I hardly ever got a thumbs up, and maybe I would get 1 or 3 comments. Now this garden video here, I'm going to show you how many comments and how it went. Now I had 213 views, I had 38 thumbs up, and I had 68 comments on this video. And that made me pretty happy. I'm telling you, anytime I get over 100, I'm happy. And anytime I get over 200, I'm really happy. But the most of all, it's taken me a long time to build relationships and friendship with other creators out there. That is one of the tricks to growing a YouTube channel. You have to get people to want to watch. And that isn't easy, and I'm not saying it is. It's taken me a long time, and it's finally starting to grow. Now, I don't know where I'm going to be a year from now. I might be up to 5,000. I might even have 300 views per video. This is my goal, is to make mine bigger each year and to pick up a new little bit of following each year. Also, please don't compare yourself to others. That is a big mistake. You get in here, you try to do better on your channel each month. You try to grow that channel. You try to find other people that love gardening and people that love fairy gardens, and you try to network with them. You try to join in on challenges. You try to build that channel up. Now, what I did in the beginning that was totally wrong, these are the 2 things I did wrong. Number 1, I half the time watched videos and never left comments. Never do that. Always leave a comment. It doesn't even matter if they even respond back. You don't know who's going to respond. You don't know who is or isn't. You don't know who's going to go over and look at that channel and maybe scroll down the comment section and see, let me see what this channel has on it. Leave comments on every video you watch. Number 1. Number 2, I rarely ever joined in with any other channel on any challenge, probably at least 4 or 5 years. Another giant mistake. The first time I did a tablescape, it was all from Dollar Tree. There was nothing great about that tablescape. Never done a tablescape in my life. That tablescape probably got double or triple what my normal views were. Why was that? Number 1, I joined in with a group. That is so important. If you join in with groups, you're going to build friends. You're going to build other channels. I'm not going to say it's going to be instantaneous, but I can tell you it worked for me. And it took still time because it was still another 4 years. At 5 years, I was at I think 250 or 300 followers. 4 years later, now I have over 4,000 followers. And those are the two things that made my channel move. Now, another thing that made my channel move. Everyone, for whatever reason, love my tablescapes. I have no idea why. I don't think they're great. I do tablescapes for two, so I make very small tablescapes and always have. I have gotten better at making them, so I don't want to say I haven't improved, and I have bought nicer things to make tablescapes with. But for whatever reason, when I put tablescapes up, they do very, very well. And if I really wanted to have this channel bigger, I bet I would already be at 5,000 followers if I did more tablescapes. But it's such an effort for me to make them. And I'm a lazy person, I guess, because I just get where I just can't do any more than I'm already doing. But I do put up about 7 videos a week. And that's a lot of videos. That means I'm putting up between 30 and 40 videos a month, and I do it consistently. That is another thing we need to get onto, is consistency. You don't have to put up content like I do. I see channels that put up half the videos that I put up and have bigger channels. So don't worry about putting up one every day. Worry about putting a good quality video up at least once a week. Try to join in with a group in something. It doesn't matter what it is, something. Because you're going to get followers from that. You're going to meet new people. You're going to build up with other groups. This is very important. And don't look at the numbers. Numbers are very deceiving. I have a lot of great followers. That's why my channel is doing good now. And I'm working on finding more good followers. Don't look at numbers. Don't join channels, just joining. That does you no good at all. Why? Because I've done it and it helped me zero. You need to go find channels that are with what you like. I am really interested in gardening, so I join a lot of gardening channels. I am interested in fairy gardens. I join a lot of fairy garden channels. I'm not saying I'm overly interested in tablescapes, but that's where my numbers are at. They're from the tablescape. They're from the home decor. If you look at my videos, most of my home decor and my, things to do with the home do much better than my gardening and my fairy gardens. Only recently has my gardening and fairy garden numbers come up to where my home decor numbers are at. So you got to find your audience. My audience was not in gardening. It was not in fairy gardens. But now that I have worked 4 more years on my channel and I went into home decor, it built everything else up because now I have followers. I have finally found my friends. I have finally found people that are interested in my content. These things are important. But remember, you need to go ahead and look and see what you want to do. I do a lot of different content. You do not have to follow me on this. I'm always looking for new groups and things to keep me interested in YouTube. If I only did one thing, even fairy gardens, if that's all I ever did, I would burn out and get bored. I need to have a lot of different content on my channel to keep me engaged. That does not mean you need to do that. We're all different, and that's what I'm trying to say. You run your channel the way you want to run it. You put up the content you want to put up. But you need to be consistent. If it's only going to be 1 video a week, that's what you put up, that 1 video. And let people know you're going to put that video up on whatever day you want, on any topic you want, and be consistent. Because if you don't, you're going to lose your audience. And as you can see, I don't have a big channel. I do not worry about a big channel. I worry about staying ahead of what I do every month. Trying to make sure I always try to get 100 views. Like I already say, 100 views, I'm happy. 150, I'm even more happy. At 200, I'm really happy. And when I get a video that gets 300, I'm ecstatically happy. But I don't look at other channels and their numbers. And I don't compare myself by how long they've been on YouTube. Because some people are just better at doing it. I'm 76 years old. I can barely put a video up. I am pleased that I get as much done as I do. So don't compare yourself to others either. Another thing that's important. And as you see, I do lots of different things, and I join in with lots of different groups, and I put up a lot of my own things, like Fairy Garden Thursday. That's mine. Decluttering every Sunday. That is mine also. Gardening Tour Saturday is mine. But I join in with other groups like Tea Tuesday, and I do that almost every Tuesday. My daughter buys a lot of stuff from Temu, and she gets no reaction at all on her channel. So she lets me put all the Temu shopping hauls up on my channel, because I'll have people coming by, as you can see. 167 views and 139. None of this cost me any money, because guess what? I didn't buy anything. Now that beautiful floral arrangement you see on the far end there, on the left, is a flower arrangement that I put together. Now, one thing Grandma does like doing is flower arrangements. Even when I just did fairy gardens, I did flower arrangements. So for me, they're a joy to do. So we all have different things that we enjoy doing. I put a lot of videos up about family time. These videos here were put together. The one in the center, I had an outing with my daughter for Mother's Day. We went to a beautiful mansion and saw some beautiful gardens. Oh my gosh, it was beautiful, and you need to go watch those videos if you're interested. I had 147 views on that alone. And here's another one of my garden tours, 162. And these are things that I like doing. Oh, and I forgot to say, I join in with New to Me with Kimmy. This is another one I try to join in. It's on Thursdays. I try to find easy things to join in that are not hard for me to do. I can always get something new almost every week, or find something or something given to me. Very little cost most of the time, and easy for me to put. Of course, you all know I do Fairy Garden Thursday 2023. It's the hashtag. Anyone wants to join in, feel free to do. And these are the things I do. We all do different things. You share what you do, and you'll find an audience. People that love what you love. Keep looking for them, and it will happen. It may take a month, it might take 20 years, but at least you'll get something out of it. I've made some great friendships, and I've really enjoyed. And that's the most important thing I think I've found doing YouTube. I don't do anything that radical or crazy, so I've gotten very few negative comments, and I have a lot of wonderful friends that I have made in the last 9 years. And even if I never make any real money from YouTube, I guess I'm happy with what I've got, because it has made me happy. Well, I hope you enjoyed this wonderful video, and thank you again. Oh, I forgot to mention, we do Alice in Wonderland every April. So make sure you come over and see what we do in April. That's my Alice in Wonderland month. June is my fairy month. And love to have you stop by. I have about probably 60 or 70 videos up on Alice in Wonderland, and I probably have a couple hundred on fairy gardens. As you can see, there's always something on my channel to do with fairy gardens. Hugs and kisses to you all, and thank you for coming by. Hope you like the chit chat, and hope it encourages all your new YouTubers to stick with it. It doesn't all happen fast for all of us. 9 years it's taken me to get here. Who knows where I'll be in another 9 years. But can you imagine all the friends I'll have made, all the relationships I'll have made, and all the wonderful much fun I had putting these fairy gardens together, and knowing I can go look on YouTube and see what I've done in the past. All the beautiful tablescapes I've put together, and all the beautiful garden tours, and of course, Alice in Wonderland also. July was my wonderful, wonderful anniversary month. I have 9 years doing YouTube. So please watch the video from the beginning to the end. I want to have a wonderful celebration with my awesome friends for this wonderful 9 years on YouTube. And to thank you all for all your love and support for being here. I'm going to also give tips on, if you're a new YouTuber, what you can do to grow your channel faster and better, most of all, strong. We need to get as many awesome friends as we can. Not just numbers. Never think of numbers. Think of real relationships, making us stronger. That's what this video is going to be about. Starting hard and how hard and struggle it is the very beginning of a YouTube channel. But over just ignoring it and keep going forward and building that channel one friend at a time, one relationship at a time. Let's go see what Grandma did the last 9 years.